Okay, salam everyone. Alhamdulillah, we meet again on our live class today. Uh, Last session, we cover the first page, especially for those who are new, just registering this subject this week. So we have covered several topic before. I hope from your friends, I think Alia had give some brief idea what we have covered in the previous class. Number one, we have covered main topics, so please refresh on that. And number two, we have covered introduction to science, the first page. From the notes you can find in the portals. Okay, for today, let's continue on the second page. For those who are here free, you can have interaction with me through the chat comment session. Okay, I'm going to continue on the creation of universe and. Alright, as described in the Quran, the creation of universe is made by Allah's will with a single command be. Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala mentioned in the Quran saying that the creation of universe through the Islamic perspective, where we as Muslim believe that Allah Taala has all its power just to create anything in this world by a command saying be, and it's become. Okay. Seperti yang kita tahulah, selalu kita dengar ustaz dan ustazah menunjukkan, menceritakan betapa hebatnya kekuasaan dan keagungan Tuhan bila Tuhan hanya perlu mengatakan dalam Quran seperti yang disebut kun fayakun. Alright. So as Allah Ta'ala say kun, everything that He wills to happen, it's going to happen. Sesemudah kun. Dan kun ini kata sebahagian pula ulama untuk memahamkan kita betapa mudahnya Allah Ta'ala menciptakan segala sesuatu. Where Allah Ta'ala can choose any kind of word, but Allah choose this word to make we understand how simple it is. Contoh macam kalau kita kata semudah petik jari, terjadilah apa yang nak dikendaki tadi. Alright. So this is the Almighty Allah. And of course, we try to relate it with Islam, and some of you had already do the assignment, trying to explain and express what you found from your searching, signed with Islam. Okay, so this is a part of it. You can use the point throughout your explanation. Okay, and then continue from that, ayat Quran, the verses saying, Creator of heaven and the earth from nothingness. Bila Allah Ta'ala bagi tahu kejadian langit dan bumi ini adalah daripada tiada, daripada tiada kepada ada, and everything that we see, we can observe, we know, and even still in outside of our ideas, things that happening, keep continue happening from the past time. Benda tu dah ada dah, kita belum tahu lagi. Hari ni kita berada di sini pun belum kita tahu. Mungkin bila kita dah pergi nanti bukan jadi pengetahuan kita, tetapi itu semua adalah kejadian yang telah diciptakan bermula daripada tiada. Meaning from the early stage there is nothing in this world. Tak ada dunia, Allah ciptakan. Seolah seperti semudah kun, maka jadilah. Right. And some cases saying that when Allah Ta'ala give the knowledge to the scientists to search and do some study, they come with the theory Big Bang. Dia buat satu kesimpulan. Sebenarnya pada peringkat awal, setelah mereka buat kajian, rupanya alam ini berlaku satu Big Bang, letupan, yang mana Allah Ta'ala ada dalam ayat yang lain menyebut sesungguhnya pada satu masa dulu ketika kejadian awal, bumi dan langit adalah satu. Kemudian berlaku satu letupan yang memisahkan di antara keduanya. Macam tu, right? So that is why really helpful, and when you study science, give your interest at the same time knowing your creation, mengenali Tuhan, the creator ni. Okay, right. Continue. We can understand that this is the manner where Allah creates heaven and earth, including the sun, the moon, the star, the plants, animal, and the rest of the universe. we're going to study this in our science topic, kan? The subject, all the chapters. We're going to look at the sun, and some of the topic already learned in your school time. So what you need to do is to refresh it back. Contoh macam matahari, what it made of, kan? Terjadi daripada apa ni? Diciptakan, apa isi kandungan dia, the content inside of the sun, so that when you tell a story, it's already here, and all with all the facts, the information, you deliver it. So nak kena ambil tahu, cubalah. Alright, okay. Other than the basic information of the sun is producing light and heat. So anything outside there, as same as the sun, and consider as a star pula. Apa saja perkara, benda, objek yang menghasilkan cahaya dan haba dikira sebagai bintang. So matahari dan bintang adalah dalam kelompok yang sama. Cuma the difference is that the sun is the nearest star to the earth. Okay. And then we have the moon that reflects the lights from the sun. And so the moon bukanlah yang produce light, but only reflecting the lights. Okay. And that's why the light is a bit different. And how it become reflection? Macam boleh memantulkan ni, kalau kita ada satu cermin, seolah-olah lah. Okay. Alright, and then plants, animals, insyaAllah we cover details on several topics, and the rest of the universe, we might cover the ecological system later on, the nature study on some of the topic. Okay, continue from that. Everything that created with it natural order, purpose and function. Just imagine this one. Bila semua yang diciptakan ini mempunyai peraturan, susunan tertentu bersama dengan dia. Macam matahari lah, kan? Dia mesti beredar keliling bumi. Betul tak? Matahari keliling bumi ke bumi keliling matahari ni? Alright, later on we going to go detail on that topic. There are different opinion about it. Walaupun sebenarnya kat sekolah dulu kita mungkin belajar statiknya matahari, that the sun is very with its own movement itself, but there are another kind of view that saying that from the Quran itself, the movement of the sun. Okay, so peredaran matahari keliling bumi termasuk bulan. So this is the rules given to all the objects. Okay, and purpose matahari untuk apa tadi? Produce light and heat, and give lights to the world. Okay, at the same time, this light is so important, especially for the plants, to convert the sun into making their own food. Without the sun, how can the plant make the food? Without food, how can the plant survive? Without the survival of the plant, how can the rest of other things could be survived too, including us as mankind? Kita makan daripada tumbuhan, let's say. Tapi katakanlah, kita apa, it's okay, kita tak nak makan tumbuhan, kita nak makan haiwan. Haiwan yang kita makan contohnya apa? Lembu pun makan tumbuhan. So kalau tak ada tumbuhan, macam mana lembu nak hidup? Tu dia ada kaitan dia. Right. The purpose and function. Other things. Apa fungsi lagi matahari tadi? And maybe give warmth to the world. Without it, the world would be very cold. And how to live in a cold situation where we need the warmth? Kita perlu hidup dalam keadaan suhu, temperature yang sesuai. Okay. Alright, continue. Next topic, law of nature. Tadi creation of universe. After Allah creates the universe, He built specific law to govern the universe, which is known as the law of nature. Seperti yang kita maklum tadi. Bila Allah ciptakan segala apa yang ada di alam ni, dalam masa yang sama ada peraturan yang mengawal segalanya. So we learn about that law. Peraturan itu, hukum itu dikenali sebagai law of nature, hukum alam. And when we study science, we get to know this law because we want to live according to the law. Or we need the law to live the life. Contoh, kalau matahari tiba-tiba hari ni 24 jam, esok lusa 2 jam, minggu depan 12 jam. So how can we live with that kind of unpredictable law? Hari ni kita boleh makan tumbuhan, tiba-tiba esok makan tumbuhan yang sama racun. So the law that governs the living need to be understood so that we can live our life in this world. So that's how important science. Okay, right. By this law, all creation follow accordingly, independent entity without intervention. Dan belum ada lagi yang kita boleh ubah. Maksudnya tiada gangguan dalam peraturan alam ni. Dan kalau kita cuba ubah, biasanya dia akan ada kesan. For example, like today, all the disasters sometimes because of the hands of the human. Sebab tu dalam Quran sebut kerosakan alam, bencana kadang-kadang disebabkan oleh tangan manusia yang merosakkan tadi, yang memusnahkan tadi. We choose to do that. For example, kenapa kita nak perang sampai kemusnahan harta benda, tempat tinggal? Kita sanggup bom kawan kita yang kita kata musuh tadi. Wujudnya itu di sama manusia. So try to comprehend that. And later on, it's considered a warren place. This universe is warren, yang tersendiri, yang terselamat, yang terpelihara sepatutnya. And take into account all the natural phenomena showing Allah's greatness. So keistimewaan alam ini sepatutnya membawa kita kepada penghayatan terhadap kebesaran Tuhan, kehebatan Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, yang begitu mengagumkan kita, sepatutnya menjadi tumpuan, sandaran, pengharapan. Sebab hanya dia saja yang boleh melakukan apa saja. Dan sebenarnya apa saja dilakukan oleh dia. Cuma dia mengizinkan perkara itu seolah-olah nampak macam kita yang melakukannya. So dekat sini kadang-kadang for certain people it confusing. And this is the test. Because Allah try to make us confused in the test. Macam juga soalan exam. Lecturer buat soalan tu susah, sengaja dia buat confused sebab dia nak test siapa sebenarnya yang begitu memahami dan menghayati maksud isi kandungan yang cuba disampaikan. So same goes to Allah Azza wa Jalla, yang maha tinggi, yang maha perkasa. Sometimes they happen to be testing us. At the same time, He told us that we can choose to live in this life according to our wills, freedom of choice. But we know that behind of this will and freedom is His power that allow us to do so. So to believe in this both is a test. Which one should be the most outstanding understanding among us? Kita faham Allah suruh usaha dan kita pun berusaha, tapi Allah kata Allah yang buat semua. So kenapa kita nak berusaha kalau Allah buat semua? So antara kefahaman between that, both understanding and considering what Allah's command to do. Kita kena buat, tapi kita tahu yang kita buat ni kerana Allah izinkan kita buat. Macam tu. Alright? Okay. So hopefully by that we understand His greatness. Datang rasa kekaguman dan kebesaran, keagungan, kehebatan tadi, right, pada dia. So supaya sandaran itu kembali pada dia. Contoh hari ni lah, ramai yang komplain ada masalah. Yes, we know that you guys facing a lot of problem, especially about the college, but I've been there, and even though we can complain about the problem, but the problem will be there and always coming back to us. So how to handle it is try to find a solution. How to solve the problem would increase the way you handle things, and the quality of your life become better if you can deal with it. Okay, alright. And of course, He the one who actually give us that kind of troubles, and He's the only one who can fade it away. Last topic for today, relationship. We want to cover up till relationship. So apa hubungan di antara creation of universe dengan law of nature tadi yang disebutkan sini? Firstly, created universe perfect. So sempurnanya segala ciptaan alam ni. Suitable, sesuai pula, and special place istimewanya untuk manusia. Okay, something wrong tadi. And then man created from clay, nak bagi tu juga yang ciptaan kejadian manusia ni daripada tanah. And when we are gone, and we are going to become a corpse and need to be washed, cleaned up, wrapped and buried. So ada kaitan juga sebenarnya kesudahan alam ini adalah untuk menemui ajal yang kita panggil maut, and no one can escape that. How to prepare with this both relation of science and Islam, that when we pass away and leave this world, we have the understanding that all the science that we learn is to make us feel the greatness of God, and when we leave this world, we bring with that kind of feeling, meeting Him and show it to Him, and we call it as faith. And this is a part of man privilege, kelebihan dan keistimewaan manusia, sebab kita mempunyai pilihan dan kita punya kehidupan yang kita lalui, dan kita pilih untuk menjadi hamba-Nya. And when we choose to be His slave, so we fulfill His command. And Quran, the words of God, invite us to question, persoalan kejadian alam. Macam mana tu? So buat kajian, discover, cari penemuan, penerokaan, explore, menjelajah lagi dunia ni. Memang itu yang dia suruh. Manipulates and try to do experiment, testing here and there. COVID, for example, and testing the vaccine. Hari ni the vaccine dah keluar, boleh test. And then use it for our benefit. Oh, yang ni campur ni sebenarnya bagus untuk buat ni. Contohnya tayar. Macam mana? Tayar daripada getah yang putih keras tu, tadi kita proses become a tire that we can use as a wheel. Okay, and many more. But some remain mystery and hidden. Ada juga yang masih lagi tersembunyi, terpelihara, menjadi tanda tanya. And this is the meticulously planned through His infinite wisdom. Inilah dia yang dirancang di sebalik kebijaksanaan tanpa batas, tanpa had. Dan seperti Allah Taala selalu sebut, dan kita membayangkan lautan yang luas itu adalah ilmu Tuhan, yang mana yang diberi pada kita hanya setitik daripada keluasan laut tu. So if let's say we combine all the knowledge from the beginning of time until the last ending of human being, all the world, the knowledge of that is only a drops compared to the whole ocean of the water. So this is to understand the infinite wisdom. So kalau kita ada masalah, kita rasa macam terbantut, terbuntu, kan, dengan segala pemikiran dan perancangan kita, sebenarnya keluasan pengetahuan Tuhan, kebijaksanaan dan penyelesaian yang Tuhan boleh bagi begitu jauh besarnya. Okay, alright. Islam inevitably encourage to learn, and it result in the proliferation of knowledge. Sorry. So what we need to do, because Islam encourages to go and do the research, study the phenomena and learn about it. So this is why you are here, kan? You are here to do that process. Yes, you might encounter that problem and trouble. Solve it. Find solution. That's the job of a student, to learn from it. And same goes to us. I understand nowadays, when this age make me a bit wiser, problem will always occur, and sometimes same thing, same solution, and maybe we can make it faster if we deal with the problem, and we choose to find the solution and solve it. Not to complain. Boleh complain, bukan salah, Tapi kalau kita keep on complaining, sometimes it come back to us. The trouble and problem. So what to do? Become wiser. Jadi orang yang bijaksana. Dan proliferate. Proliferate ni apa? Sebarkan, sampaikan, luaskan lagi, and those kind of information to others. Sometimes maybe we think it's a very simple one. Nabi add up, sampaikan dariku walaupun sepotong ayat. Meaning that if we think that is a simple and little thing, Nabi say even though it's very little, keep spreading to others. Last one, Islamic philosophy. One must always seek knowledge, illuminates and enlighten the path we travel. So, teruskan mencari dan menambah ilmu. Illuminates, enlighten, maknanya apa? Makin mencari kecerahan dan makin cari mungkin apa lagi? Keterangan daripada maklumat yang kita dapat tadi. And our heart and our mind become clear what we need to do next, because we already understand the process. We get all the information. Okay, alright. And with that, we're going to be thankful, grateful with the gift and bounty. And seolah-olah macam satu hadiah, nikmat yang telah dianugerahkan. Kalau kita dapat rasa itu, that's come back to us too. Tadi yang complain, balik kepada kita, satu perasaan terima kasih kerana nikmat tadi telah diberikan. Come back to us. That's they call felicity, keberkatan tu. Bila dapat keberkatan ilmu, keberkatan masa, keberkatan kerja, semua jadi mudah. If you make effort, and you can find all the problem being solved one by one, all the trouble solved, and happen to have the solution bit by bit. And it become potent, judge the progression, dan semua ni akan dipersoalkan, akan dihukum, akan dinilai. Yang mana penilaian tersebut menyebabkan sama ada kita dihukum dengan neraka, ataupun diberi ganjaran dengan syurga. Sometimes we get it, all the bounty and gift. Sebab itu saya ada pesan ni, satu manusia yang mana ketika hidup di dunia dengan penuh nikmat, kembali kepada akhirat, tempat kekal abadi berbanding dunia sementara, dicelup dalam neraka seketika, ditanya apakah arti nikmat yang kamu hadapi, yang kamu perolehi semasa di dunia dahulu. Dia bersumpah dengan nama Allah, wallahi, aku tidak tahu apa itu nikmat. So this is some reminder lah. And another person in this world throughout his life, always with the suffering, hardshipness, selalu susah, sukar, derita, sengsara, sampai akhirat, ada benda yang baik dia buat, Allah suka, Allah celupkan dia dalam neraka, syurga seketika. Tanya dia, bagaimanakah penderitaan dia di dunia dahulu? Dia pun bersumpah, wallahi, aku tidak pernah merasai apa-apa kesengsaraan penderitaan. That's the difference. If we understand it, we try to act accordingly. Okay, that's finish my class today. And our content information cover page 2. And thank you for those who are watching. And I hope you can continue the last class task. Okay. And if you have the notes for today, just keep it with you. And later on, I'll give you another task. Okay. See you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.